weeks just wants a soundtrack. We were born to breach, to fall, to haul. We live and die inside the wall. Inside the wall.
I taste the blood, I taste the pain. It's all the same color anyway. My hands still shake like thunder. Guess I found another way to pray. You were my blade, my hand, my twin. We danced on glass just to feel skin. Now I'm the
just wants a song track. We were born to breach, to fall, to haul. We live and die inside the wild. Inside the just to live another day inside the wall. Map the way, but don't look back. Ever peaks just wants a song track. We were born to breach, to fall, to haul. We live and die inside the wild. Inside the wall. Just to live another day inside the wall. Map the way, but don't look back. Ever peaks just wants a song track. We were born to breach, to fall, to haul. We live and die inside the wild. Just just to live another day inside the wall.
Hey everybody, we'll be starting here in just a minute. Sorry for the late goings on. I got something I have to do later this evening. On top of that, Curse Scroll 6 came out for all the backers. So if you are a backer for the Western Reaches, make sure you check your emails because I got mine today. We'll be going over that next Wednesday. But today we're going to start with a recap of what happened inside the wall for Breacher's Living Wall. And then we'll dive into a little bit of our own Breacher's gameplay today. You guys are ready? I can't promise we'll make it out, so we gotta be ready to make new characters because we're facing against a goddamn Crimson Mold Hydra. I don't know if you guys remember, we're kind of fucked. Hi, everybody. It has been it's been a week. It's been a busy week. I have been either on air, doing design work, prepping for a big event that's coming up that I can hopefully talk about soon, or I have been sleeping, at least trying to. It has been insanely busy. We had our first Breachers Living Wall last night. I was super excited about that. Let me move this a little bit for y'all. I'm trying not to have this on direct camera. We'll try to line this up once we get started, but I don't want it like in the frame if possible. It has been our first living wall was yesterday, and it went well. Let me get my notes. Actually, I have a brand new book for this, Electrum 1917. I think this is going to become my new journal of choice. By the way, these Lictrums, big fan. These are like a soft cover, but they have what I love the most. There's two things I really love. Three things, actually. The first thing is that it has page number, or the top has that, and then in the bottom corners, they have page numbers. Where my pinky is here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Maybe it won't focus. Hello, come on. Yeah, maybe it won't focus today. Anyway, has that, and then the back has got the pocket, and it's a big pocket, not the crappy moleskin ones. It comes with some extra pieces to put in here. I think these are my new go-tos. I think they're almost 100 pages, maybe more, 123 pages. These are great. I can put them in fucking anything. So, I want to give us a little recap. I feel like every time I do one of these, I'm going to try to do like a quick 10 minute recap for what happened during those sessions. So that people who weren't in that or wanted to be able to play but couldn't make it that night know what's going on. Because things that happen in our living wall are going to affect these co-op streams. Like if we cross paths with any of the other teams, there's a chance that they can encounter Sofix, Zagmar, Pan in the game. And the question is going to be, if the Breacher team that they meet, a la the players from the Living Wall, are friendly or not. So they can encounter Pan and all them as they go in to do runs on this show. I think that'll be a fun little crossover between. So last night we did Growing Pains. It's season 1. It is the 4th adventure, or Sojourn. We had a group go in of 4. Their job was to go find out what was going at the Ridden Crag Mines. They knew that no one had made it back. The metals from there, the iron was needed to repair some of the buildings in Everpeak. Gotta remember, when you need those resources, you gotta go on the wall. They went in, it was a long journey. I think in total ended up being like 8 to 9 days. They did find a rook inside the wall, which is one of those waypoints, those camping waypoints you can go to. And it's the big, almost fortress style, right? They found that. They let them in the first time. They heard a bunch of rumors, which I've put up in the Breacher's Living Wall as well in the announcements, so everybody knows. I'm going to be updating the Wikipedia pages as well. But I can show you, which is cool, some of the things that they found. So let me find this. In the Breachers. If you are not part of the Breachers Living Wall and you're interested, in the Discord, in the README section, there's the little door that you can click, and it'll show you what's going on. So let me pull this up on screen, just so you guys can see it, because I can talk about it a little easier. I want to go to the website. So here's our website, right? This was the original journey. They're working for Keymaster Ingard. He's a novice Keymaster. Themes was deep survival, which I think the people who were there would agree it was deep survival. And the local Forge Journeyman, which is a halfling in the district, wanted them to go in, find the carts of ore that were supposed to come back, and bring them back. Sounded simple. These are our players that came in. We had Obot, our priest, our bestial priest. Kumlatu the Great, which is our Cyclopean Berserker. Garamon, our second level bestial Lancer. And then Tilla, our Goblin Berserker. That is the people who made it to the game. And they survived. Almost died a couple times. I updated the world stuff a little bit last night right afterwards, so I didn't forget. But the biggest thing I updated is the Crimson Wall. In here, in the Western Reaches, or not Western Reaches, in the Living Wall stuff, you can see the map. They traveled from here, which is the Titan's Rampart, followed the main road down. It's a 3-day rough journey, 2-day journey to the Rook. This is the Waysong Rook. It's a pretty safe road. It's paid for by the guild to be patrolled, and the road is cleared, which makes it a Sojourn check in 9. It's pretty easy to make your way through these hexes as you get there. They did find this. Since they got theirs players, this is now unlocked as a waypoint so that you can launch your expedition or your sojourns from there instead of the wall. It cuts off 2 days of travel. They found a camp where they found some stone heads. You'll see that there's some lovely, what is it called? What did Serving Hands put up? She put up a fucking hilarious thing. They found some stone heads. They decided to take them back after finding some carts along the bridge over this chasm. They brought the ore carts back to here. They didn't even make it to the Ridden Mine yet. Dropped them off, but they weren't allowed in because the Rook was under attack. And they had heard that undead skeletons specifically have been crawling out of the water and attacking them. On top of that, there is a large, like 7 to 8 foot tall undead in runic wrappings, almost like ceremonial wrappings, that when they touched people, they turned their body parts to stone. They actually were beating people with stone limbs pulled from their very own bodies. It did not go well for this Rook. But they did fend them off. Because they were under attack, they had the gates closed, so the group couldn't come back in. They had to sit outside and wait. When they were doing that, in the middle of camping, Garamon decided to start speaking to one of the heads. While that happened, I happened to roll a 1 for the encounter, and stone headless bodies came walking back wanting the heads. They didn't try talking to them. The heads jumped down and rolled away, stone heads, towards the body. One picked it up, put it on. The other one picked it up, tried to put theirs on. Combat ensued. People got messed up in that fight, but they could not get back into the walls. They finished their camping, and then they made it to Riddle Mine. This mine was rough. Within about 5 rounds of being there, or five searches, I should say, being there, skeletons rose from somewhere. They don't know where. But Obot, being a priest, not only did she roll like a 20-something, which that's the DC, that a charisma save that the skeletons have to make, which they needed 20s. Did not happen. She obliterated all of them. But not before Kumlatu got hit and shot twice from the shadows. They decided to rest up by healing and not resting by sleeping, continued to the mine, and they found 2 more carts. They fought a strangler out of the wall. I was about to take Obot down, but between Garamon charging and lancing them with their polearm, and then I think Tilla cleaved and killed, and Tilla was cleaving everyone as a berserker. They killed that off, got the 2 carts, and brought him back. The journey back to the Rook wasn't hard. They had heard that the 7-foot-tall creature that's turning people to stone was along this highway. Thankfully, because you're doing a quick journey home, I was like, all right, everybody, it's a really easy journey. It's a 9 to get back. You need 3 of your people need to make this check to get you home successfully. And they did it, because if not, there was a chance that they encountered that creature. That creature could have turned one of them to stone and killed them on sight. This is not a friendly game. This is a deadly game. So we did through all this stuff. Because of that, I marked the mine, and I marked this, and you can see, if you go and look at the page, rations, torches, and all that stuff's down here for GM notes if anyone else ever ends up running. But you can see these things are the different points. And then we also have a camp that's out over here. They may go back and clean this camp, but there is sting bats there. So we'll see what happens. I just realized that my stuff is still scrolling. I'm talking like a psycho as it's scrolling over top of me. No one told me? No one told me my shit was still scrolling? I was not supposed to be there. All of that for no reason. Well, you get to hear it at least, right? So everything's done there. Pretty happy with that. It's supposed to automatically shut off when I go to the main screen. The fact that it didn't means something is broken. Something is broken. It's all right. So it went pretty well. No one died. No, the castle was scrolling. I was not inside. I was inside. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yes, I was inside the castle while it was going on. They weren't letting me out. So super fun. First journey down. I'll post another one here for December. I'm probably going to do 2 for December, considering the fact that our cast is off on Mondays. And then I think I'm going to do on Monday nights, I think I might do an Aliens solo stream. I'm really thinking about it. I think that our co-op with you guys. And I'll turn back on our Aliens cards. Because we have so many from the Aliens and from the other game that I might turn those on. And maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll prep it the first week of December. And then through December on Mondays, we'll do a little bit of solo stuff. I think that could be fun. Dude, he took the hits for you guys. Took the hits. Even though his kid stole all of his dice. So you can see this is kind of the back end of this. Now that we got people submitting their characters and how it works. All the Breaches Living Wall stuff's here. So if you're interested in playing, there is another one the day before Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to push that one out. That one is through Start Playing Games. Granted, that is open to anyone to still come play, including all the people who played in the last night's game. It's just there so we can start getting some new people, but I'm a dumbass and realize I scheduled it the day before Thanksgiving, so I'm probably going to push it out a week. We'll see what happens, right? Oh, we also have a full marketplace here where you can buy all your stuff. Like, literally everything's in here. You can purchase it with your money and everything else. I'll go in and I'll probably add the Curse Scroll 6 stuff in as well. Everything is in here. These are all hand typed. It's all the stuff, right? So you can buy stuff too with your money. Add your character sheets. You can see I'm like looking at Grimble, and I can go through and look at Pan and my other character. I have 2 characters made just in case I get a chance to play. But yeah, this is a really good app for like organized play stuff. I think that they did a pretty stupendous job getting this set up. Like, to me, at least. I don't know why this is doing all the explosions. The scene transition is supposed to be move slide. Let's try that again. I think it is supposed to be. There you go. Let this fully animate. I just want to see if it fixed it. Huh. Weird, because that's not the transition tables for this. This is a whole move slide. I wonder if... We're going to test something here. Hold on. I want to look at some of the other map screens here. Okay, so it's just the other ones that are set up that way. All right, cool. Cool. All right, perfect. All right, so it just happens to be that's how the LE stuff's set up to be faster. Okay, I'm just making sure something get fucked up. That is a gaming to game, my guy. That is a way to do it. That is a way to do it. Yeah, the tickets can be pre-bought. You can use them at any point in time. You can buy them. I think I have that they're good for a year, but they're going to work for this. And then if you have extra tickets, they're also going to work for Living a Thontia when that starts back up. So, with that, do we want to... I got until 6 today. And then I got to run the dog, and then I have to go to... I'm on another stream tonight. I'm getting something else going on. I'll be on Cypher Unlimited tonight, which is cool. I'm excited to be on. I haven't seen those boys in a while. So I got till 6. I kind of want to see if we can get ourselves out of this situation, right? Oh, this is all the notes from last night, just so you know how I take notes. That's all there was for last night's game session. That's it. And it started with a heading, and that's all. Oh, fuck. You know what? I lied. There is something else I have to show you guys. I forgot. I forgot about this. Hold on. Hold on. For those of you who were in last night's game, a few things did happen. Okay? I forgot about this. So, we have major NPCs here, right? I can't scroll too far, or I'll fuck it up. Keymaster Ingard is added to the... this is a list of all the major NPCs. You can't see the ones below. But, Master Ingard's added. His background is unknown. He is a seer. He's a Dwarven Novice Keymaster from Everpeak and the Breacher Guild. Description, short, broad dwarf. Beard is singed. He's got new key armor gleaming through the torchlight. You know his stat, his dex is 12, his wisdom's a 14, right? Those are the things that are known. But because of this, in character creation, if I go into here, I'm just going to edit, right? Because I can see it. So you know, because you brought him back alive, Seer is now unlocked as a playable class. That's the thing I forgot to tell you guys. So now, if you roll characters, if you do the 3d6 straight down, and you want to choose your class, you can do that. You want to do fully random, if you roll a 10, then you can pick Seer, if you're doing fully random. Because fully random right now is only these. Until it unlocks everything, we can't really add this one in. So now the Seer is unlocked for people who make characters. Just as a heads up. Alright? That's the other thing I wanted to show. Ew. What's ew? You don't like that the Seer class came out? I'll let you be excited. So. I'm going to turn this down on my end because it's really loud. So with that, I kind of want to get into this. So we are going to have to set up the camera, right? I got to get this zoomed in and ready. I don't think it'll be too hard. I think I kind of got it centered. I have markers now for the angles things should be at. Give me a second. I mean, you can say you. I don't care. It was fine. If you want to be ill, you can be ill. So let's check this. All right, cool. It's here. We got Milton. We got all of our stuff here. Right? Pretty golden. Okay. We got our dice. We got our pens. I think I'm going to push this back a touch. And I'm going to zoom it out a little bit. Dude, it's so difficult to align this. Is that pretty legible? Is that pretty legible for you guys? Can you see this stuff? I feel like it's legible to me. Because we got to record this. Now, here's my question to all of you. Do you want to look at Curse Scroll 6 before we start? Or do we want to just play Co-op Dark? What would you guys like to do? What are you in the mood for?
Ahead of the sun.
What would you like to do, everybody? Just jump into Solodark. She's just dropping bombs. All right. Okay. I'm down for it if you guys are. Let me make a little space here for my drink. I got all my books over here already. Putting it out in your car? All right, I see. Let me get those Streamloot cards up.
Secret door.
Where is activity feed? Cards played. Breachers in Shadowdark. All right. All right. Oh, fuck. I did forget to do something. We need our characters up. Hold on here. Mm-hmm. Yule. Sofix. Open.
Smarter.
All right. Yule and Sofix are up. I'm going to move them over to the far side because I think we're going to need them. Okay. That's weird. I can hear these for once. I can actually hear the cards for once.
Dick. Like hunting with Ray Charles.
For some reason, it's coming through game. Is it OBS in game? Is that why? Oh, yeah. I have OBS through game, the game volume. I can finally hear the cards for once. That's awesome. All right. Let's get this going. I'm going to put on the ad. Remember, this is a recorded segment, so I can put it out later. So I'm going to get us set up for that. Now that we have this good. I'm going to do the episode ad.
Stronger.
All right. Let me make sure this is running. It is. Let me skip this. I don't want this to play for the intro. All right. Pause this one. Play this song for the game. All right, everybody. Let's get this started. We're gonna start recording. And 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna hit play. And hey everybody, welcome to Breachers in Shadowdark, or as some people who know this series from way back, Survive in Shadowdark. We have our audience with us. This is a live play, but we are recording this so we can put it out later. This is episode 15. We're in season 2. We're currently with 2 of our Breacher cast. We have Yule, our cartographer, our little halfling cartographer, who used to be a sailor back in the day. And then we have our lovely Sofix, our human berserker painter. We are in the thick of it, everybody. Thick of it. It's bad. We have hunted down the person who harmed, or I should say, we believe to be dead, Sofix's brother. Not only did we hunt them down, we claimed our vengeance. We heard that there's more involved in this group that attacked her brother and the other people who were trying to become breachers. Sofix of Yule have traveled deep into the wall, down and fell down a river, like literally rode down the rapids. came to a lift. Yule got it working, came up, and we found a hidden bastion, a rook in the wall. These are these places where at one point in time, either breachers or someone previously or wallers inside the wall have found a place to hunker down and have a safe place to stay. Well, this one has obviously been overrun. We've been there, we looked through. We didn't find really anything of value. Crimson mold started creeping in. We did camp there for the night. We woke up to skeletons attacking us from the floor above. Not only is this group dealt with skeletons, our first Breachers Living Wall group, our You Come Play the Game with Me running, also encountered skeletons in the wall. Something is going on that there are this many of them coming up and out of the glowing blue water. Our goal, though, is to get out of here. Why? Well, in the last show, we rolled, and there's a Crimson Hydra here, which is something that actually is infected with the Crimson mold. When it breathes, it blows this mold out all over. They look like the little jelly pods inside of like a pomegranate, but just layered over top of stuff. We are currently in the Rook, second floor, looking out of the window, deciding how we get out of here without dying. So I'm going to take us over to the table. We're going to check over our character sheets, see what health we're in, and make a fucking decision on if we're staying here or getting out. For those who don't know, there's Streamloot cards that are played during the show. We use these to help survive in Shadowdark. It's like our version of adding new solo rules. So if you're interested, come on to the live show. We do these on Thursdays, usually around 3:30 p.m. CST. You can help save these bastards. So we got our stuff out. This is episode 14, but don't worry. Don't worry. We have the other episodes on the other page, and we'll take notes here, but we need this because it has the Crimson Hydra and everything else over on this side. Okay? So get ready. I don't know how this is going to go. I have a bad feeling overall. I hope Sofix and Yule can make it out. I really like these two. I think Pan and Yule are two of my favorite characters. Sofix is a real close third for our iconics. You'll see down here that we have 15 minutes left on our torch timer. So I've already set that up. It's actually 15 minutes and like 30 seconds. I'm going to go to the map, and I'm going to start that now. That started. Get our other music playing. Oh, last episode, we were left in pretty bad condition. Let's check out our duo here. I don't feel too good about them. I really don't. Really don't feel too good. So this is Yule. Yule is currently taking 4 damage. He's got 5 hit points left. We are both 3rd level. I'll zoom in a little bit on him. Sofix has taken 8 damage, has 25 left, and she's currently at 3rd level. All right? This is the danger of what we're getting into. Now, what does it look like? Well, here's our map. We have been through a lot of this. I'm going to turn the light back on so we can see. This is the tower that we have went through. We are currently dealing with this creature down here pounding on the wall down below. We just got done fighting skeletons in this room. We ran up these stairs, and we are currently in this room, and this is where it goes to. So we have our 3 guys up here. We have Sofix here. We have Yule here. And we have our little Milton, the Marvelous Mollusk, whose their shells are able to store stuff inside. We get an extra 20 inventory slots, 10 on the outside, 10 on the inside for these long journeys. Long journeys. What we had talked about doing is running across, but Crimson Mold is here. We had talked about running across, making our way this way, and maybe jumping down and making a run for it. But, yeah, Yule has the Light Starger. That is correct. What we can do is there are other stairs to go up. We know that there's other buildings up above, but we could run into more skeletons, and it'd be a hell of a taller jump from up top. Because this is a tall tower, this is a tall tower, this is a tall tower. This is the gate in, that's the way out. I think... Who's the smartest of the two? I think it's Yule. She's got a 13. Yule's got a 16. All right, I'm going to set the scene here. First thing I want to do is I want to look at our cards. I want to know if there's a secret passage somewhere. If we have a secret passage, that would be clutch. No, we're out of secret doors. Okay, so no secret door. I was looking at Streamloot cards. There's a chance we had one. I think between the two of them, they're like, look, we left our rope. We don't have enough rope. We have to scale. Look, Yule, you're smaller. I believe that maybe Milton could crawl you down the wall. I can take the drop. The Crimson Mold, dangerous. We could run across. We could toss fire on it. You lose a torch burning it up. And we jump. I think that is our best bet. He was like, look at Sofix. I understand that you think that this is going to be a smart play. But do you realize that once you fall, if you break something, we're not going to be able to run far enough. Yeah, I know that. But I'm fine. I'll hang drop. We'll get our way out and we'll go. Milton can climb you down. I'll distract the Hydra. I'll distract. What if we attack the Hydra from up top? We're not fighting this thing. This is not a doable thing. We will die. Well, I guess we're jumping. So a group of them are going to start making their way across. Their goal is to creep and not get seen. I'm going to roll some rolls here to see if we can creep our way across. I want to get us... let's see, do we have any cards for dexterity bonuses? If we have any cards for dex, fasters? I think it's fasters. We're going to use fasters. Audience, can I please have you roll 2d4 to see how many breacher points we have for the day? All right. And then I'm going to roll their initiative. So we got Sopix here. And Yule here. And this is their breacher points. Let's see what we get. I'm going to do initiatives. All right. Got Sopix. And then... Where's my Yule ones? Ah, here they are. My Yule dice. I have so many dice sitting over here from running these games now. Like, so many. So many dice. Did I see a 1? Oh, this is bad. That's bad. I don't want that. Why did you have to roll 1? Yeah, D4 separately. Yeah. So 1 for her. She, though, for those who don't remember, right? She gets a bonus 1. So if you're looking at her character sheet, I believe she gets a +1 breacher. Yeah, she gets a D4 +1. So she'll get 2. Master ring hands. Oh, no, you got 4. Oh, that's 4. Oh, okay. D4 from the bag rolls a 4. So 4 for her. She has 5. And Yule has 1. Yule has 1. Because that's what we have here, right? Yep. Got a 4 from them. Because it was his Star Drew's roll first. Oh, that's 2d4. Oh, we can't use that. Shit. So it is 2. 2 and 2. Great. This is bad. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. That's not good. That's not good. Well, maybe our initiative will be better. Maybe our initiative will be better. All right. So I gave them +1s. We're going to use our last 2 dex cards. All right, from Star Drew and from Serving Hands. So we're black is Sopix, and the other one is Yule. Ooh, that's pretty good. 12, 13, 14, 15 initiative for her. So Sopix is a 15, and he's a 14. I think he's got a decent dex. 14, 15, 16, 17. We have a 17 for Yule. Writing these up here just so we know. Once we get our monster, we can kind of rewrite and put it we want. That's good, dex. That's good. Now we got to sneak. And this is so the Hydra doesn't hear us. All right. We're sneaking. So pass the Hydra is what I'm going to write down here. Pass the Hydra. We be sneaking. And we got a Sopix 17, 18, 19, 20. And Yule, 15. He's the low. The Hydra normally would have disadvantage, but we're going to go over. We're going to pull open this because I want to double check something. Let's see if a Hydra has any extra shit that we need to know about. Now, I don't... Oh, I forgot, everybody. Actually, we have to open our recipe cards. Because he is a Crimson Mold Hydra. Crimson Mold Hydra. Which means we could be truly, truly screwed here. All right, single page. Let's find our Crimson Mold Hydra. They should be in here. These are the recipe cards. I just need the Crimson Mold part. There we are. Melding mold. Okay, so no, we're good there. All right, that's good. That part's good. Now we're going to look up Hydra. I have Hydra written down on this other page. But 9 heads is what it's got. And it's got a +1, but I want to see if this thing has any... What's the word I'm looking for? If it has any bonuses to hearing. So we're going to go down to monsters here. Monsters, where are you? Monsters. Hydra. And we'll have this pulled up for this. Hydra. Wait. Hydra. All right. Towering amphibious reptile. Ours is amphibious. That is true. It's got 9 heads, which means it's got 9 bites. It's so many. They're okay, good. There's nothing vision based. All right. Okay. Nothing vision based. Okay. That's good. Ours has a little bit of extra hit points. Okay. We have a chance to get away with this. It doesn't have good hearing. The 3 of us need to sneak. This other die is going to be for Milton. Come on. Why? Okay, Milton is sneaky. All right. I have to roll for each head, by the way. Oh, actually, I'm doing this wrong. Hold on. Head 1. No. Head 2. No. Head 3. No. Head 4. No. Head 5. No. Head 6. No. Head 7. Man, what a waste of 20. Head 8. No. You know, I'm using the wrong die. Cree would be mad. Head 9. No. No. No, we're safe. We are, we'll at least get to the edge. So let's go back to the table. We're going to creep along through here. Up and through. We shut this door and slammed it last time to make sure that we were safe. So I'm going to turn this on. We're going to open the door back up. Inside, it is full of crimson mold. Like Sofix grabs an extra torch out, right? And grab an extra torch out, which means we're going to have to delete a torch from her sheet. I think we're low on torches. Does she have one? She does have torches. She does have some torches. So we're going to go down to 4, right? She lights a torch, throws it into the crimson mold. It starts to burn. The group has got to make their way through here. The crimson mold is going to get an attack on them as they jump out. It will get an attack. They run out, like so. This is going to be difficult. Very difficult. As we're going to jump out of this. I'm going to make some doors so that we can jump out of here. Right? We're going to go like this. Look at this. Oh no, not all that. No, no, no. We have to make doors. So we can hop out of here. There we go. All right. It is 20 foot up to here. What we need to look up is how bad is falling damage? How bad is falling damage? I thought it was a D6 per 10 foot, but it might be 1 damage per foot fallen. So let's look up falling. I'll pull up the PDF for you guys so you can see this along with me. Falling. I'm going to write down that this guy's on 227. So we have the page number. 227. I like writing down the page numbers when I am running stuff so you can just look them up. A lot of people forget to do it. I try to make a habit of doing it. All right, let's find this falling damage. Please don't be a D6 per 10 foot. Okay. All right, we can do this. D6 per 10 foot. Okay. If we're going to jump from here out, Sofix is like, I'm going to go first in case it follows. She runs. She's going to grab the ledge. We're going to make our climb roll. We are very strong, to hang drop out of here. That's our game plan, okay? That's our game plan. Easily. She hangs and drops. She's going to take a D6 of damage. Oh, she lands hard, taking 6 points of damage. We did not need that. We did not need her to take 6 points of damage. That is bad. That is bad. But it instills her rage because she gets rage at 5. So we're at 14 damage as she falls. Her rage kicks in. Rage kicks in. Boom! And she falls to the ground. You hear a roar. When she yells, I'm going to have to try to contain my anger so it doesn't hear me fall. I think this has got to be a disadvantage. I think it has to be. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. So we're going to do this disadvantage. Natural 20, 16. She falls and she fucking contains that shit instead of letting it fucking freak out. She looks up and goes like this to him, and she's going to try to catch him. So now we got to do Yule. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. You climb out. You hang with your little legs. He doesn't hang enough to take up the damage. He's going to be taking 2d6. He's going to hang drop. 8, 9, 10 to 12. I think she's going to provide aid by trying to catch him. Whoops. She goes to grab him. She hears a roar. He falls, hits her, and they both fall. I think they're going to split the 2d6 damage. I think that makes the most sense. You know what I mean? I'm going to split the 2d6 damage. I'm going to roll one of my new... I got fruit dice. They're like fruit dice from Dispel. So I'm going to roll these. We're going to split this damage between them. 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 4 apiece. Can we handle 4 apiece? Oof. Another 4 to her. That puts her at 18. Yule. 4 to him. He's got 1 hit point left. Crunch. They both hit. His leg gets trapped under her and twisted. Milton climbs down the wall. Both injured. Landing. He's got to make his roll. She's cushioning. We're going to see if this is successful as they both jump out the door. And hopefully, Milton climbs down. Let's see. This is pertinent. If that noise was heard. All right? If that noise was heard. So we're going to roll for these two. Both really good. 18, 19, 20. A 20 and an 18. We're going to pair things off here. I'm just going to start rolling pairs at disadvantage. First set. No. Close, though. She's at minus... This thing's at -1. No, that's 4. That's 5, 6. 7 didn't hear. 8 didn't hear. That one head heard at a 15, which matches him. That's going to hear. 8 didn't hear. Last one. They don't know that it's a Featherfall ring. They haven't identified it yet. Oh! You are right, though. He was wearing it. Dad Drake. You are right, he was wearing it. They don't take that damage. He would... I'm rewinding. He jumps out. And he starts to float down, and she's like, what? I forgot that we had that magical item. That is a great call. No, you were right. So your feather falls down, she's like, you could cast this? I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot. That is a genius play. Genius memory. Thank you. Well then, we're going to go back to our character sheets and we're going to take this 4 hit points apiece back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We don't want that to be our life. So we're going to take these back. We're going to go down to 14. And we're going to go down, but I still got hurt, unfortunately. 14. And we're going to go down to 4. That's huge. That means that we are no longer absolutely fucked. We still have hit points. I totally forgot he put it on. So, they are hurt. Now that means that our monster needs to roll their initiative, right? That is what we need to do. We need to see if we go before them. Now, remember, we wrote this down. We're on page 227. God, that could have been so much worse. 227. All right. Its move is near swim. And it has swim, and swim. A dex is +1. We need to roll its initiative. We have a 15 and a 17. I'm going to give this bitch disadvantage with our Streamloot cards. We're going to give this monster disadvantage. Because I feel like they deserve that. Star Drew, we're going to use your disadvantage card. -1. Double 6s, everybody. Double 6s. This thing goes at the Hydra goes at 5. 5. We have a chance. You're saying there's a chance. All right. So we jump down. I am going to grab these and I'm going to move us over. But we're going to cut these out. And we're going to paste them here. Put us here. As we land at the front gate. And this thing busted the front gate down. We have to go in order. Yule gets to go first. 1, 2. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He gets to the next gate. Then it would go to her. And it'd go to him. I want to ask the Oracle. This thing crawled in from here. Did it knock the gate down? I think that's a really good question to ask. Are we screwed? Is the gate broken? You know what I mean? Like, did we fuck ourselves over? This is one of those things that, like, I love asking the Oracle because you want to know, you want that randomness that happens that a GM would provide. This thing is large. It walked through the front door. It's busted everything down. So let's find out if this thing is screwed, if this gate is broken, right? So I'm going to pull up Solodark. Get enable scrolling on. We're going to pull up our Acrobat again. And we're going to go to... Solodark is a free piece. You can get it over in Arcane Library right now. We're going to go over to here. We got to go all the way to the Oracle. All right. Is there a chance? I don't think it's really higher or lower. I don't think there's a disadvantage. I think it's just a regular roll. Like, there's a chance it just busted the gate coming in, right? That's how we heard a loud noise. So, is the gate broken? Oh, I should say, we want to put this in our favor because we're looking for a yes. The gate is still there, right? Right. That's what we're looking for. Is the gate still there? We'll do the pink one. An 8. No. Okay. Okay. We can figure this out. We can find a way out of this, right? 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 There's a way through this. I don't know what it is. Let's go back to the map. We get there. Easily get there. The gate is crushed down. It's collapsed. That's the bridge that goes across. Sofix goes, really? Today of all days? In the background, we hear the roar of this creature. We're going to have to make some quick decisions here. As we scroll back, this thing goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We hear it crunching through here. Like, okay. We got to run across this thing. The bridge is down. We have to find a way to get across. Let's do this. Yule goes, I'm going to climb up the rubble that's left and jump across. He's like, what? He's like, the ring. I'm going to jump. And Yule climbs up. He's going to try to climb up here and jump across. That's the game plan, right? That's the game plan. I'm going to put doors here so that we can see through the rubble. Right? Because otherwise it's going to be really difficult. These are the invisible lines on the table, just so you know what these are that I'm drawing on. These are the wall lines that allow me to open this stuff up. Like so. And that's how we get our light through here. He goes, okay, I got this. No worries. I got this. We're fine. We are fine. And he starts climbing up. All right, Yule, buddy. And as he starts to climb up, the torch burns out. His torchlight burns out as he starts to climb. I put it down to 5 so you can only see around. Are you serious right now? This is the worst time for our torch to go out. He starts to climb. He grabs the wall. He starts to scale. He's like, oh no. And he starts scrambling in his pack to get another one. For those who don't know, lighting a torch in the dark, that is a difficulty of 9, but it is intelligence. Intelligence, right? Okay. Let's go over to Yule. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. We're going to try to light a torch. You got 2 on you. Your intelligence is +3. We don't have an int card. Do we have an advantage card we can use? Do we have anything? Only pendings. Advantage on casting. No, we don't have anything. Okay, we're just going to have to roll this disadvantage. A 9. We got a +3. We have a +3. We got this. We got this. We do not got this. Sparks in the dark. She's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And she turns around, gets her sword out, and just in case this is going on. I can't believe this is how it's going to be. He can't light it. It goes to her, and she goes, I've got our back. You have to get this thing lit. There's nothing we can do right now. He's like, I'm trying. I can't. It's not lighting. I think it's wet. I feel so bad for this little dude. With that, Milton is going to climb out and around to the back side of this. She's going to step out and get ready. She's going to try to intercept this thing if it charges. 10. Sorry. Yeah, 10, 20. Oh, no, like, it doesn't have to squeeze here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't have reach, but I do have a breath weapon. As the heads go back, 2 of them, and spew crimson mold all over the area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. I'm going to cut. Actually, we're just going to draw it. I'm going to draw a crimson mold here, everybody. I'm so sorry. It covers a pretty good space, too. Is it just... And she's in the crimson mold. I have to make a... I can't stay in this. I have to move from it on my round. If I stay in it, I have a chance I'm getting grabbed. There's nothing else I can do about this. Nothing. So it goes to the top of the list. It goes back to Yule. Yule, come on, buddy. Come on, man. You need a 9. You got a +3. I'm going to spend a smarter card to give him a +4 in total. That's some serving hands. We got a +4 to these. We need a 9. We get it. Boom! Light goes back on. As the light comes back, I'm going to burn another torch on his card. And we're going to get him light again. 30 foot. Come on, buddy. Come on. 30 foot of light. It ignites. He's like, let's go. And he's not going to climb. I think he's going to try to run across this stuff. He is not the best runner, everybody. He's not the most... He's agile. But this is going to be a 15 to get across this, or we're falling in the water below. Because he doesn't have time to climb and jump. Milton, 5, 10. He's got a climb speed, 15, 20. He gets the other side easy. All right, dude. All right, little buddy. He sparks it, and he runs. We have a bonus to Dex. It's not a bonus to anything else. We don't have Can't spend another green card. We could armor up, but that's not going to help us. I'm going to... We're going to roll, and I might spend our Breacher die card. We'll see here. All right. Yule. No advantage. We're looking for a 15. He's got a high dex. He's got +2 to dex. We need a 15 or higher. It's difficult. You can see the bridge is collapsed down in. One of the towers has fallen down. Water is everywhere. He's going to try to get across and not fall into the ravine below.
Faster.
It's a 6. That's a 6. I think we got to spend one. He's going to reroll. Come on, Yule. Come on, Yule. That's 11, 12, 13. He won't take damage because of the feather fall. He runs, jumps. One of the boards gives way, and he falls into the ravine. Okay, he's holding it. He doesn't want the torch to get wet. I think this is an important question. Oracle. Oh, Oracle. Does our torch go out? Needed a 15. Does our torch go out, Oracle? I think there's a good chance because there's water. Right? There's water. I think that might go out, but we're going to try. 15 and 11. It's with advantage because there's a good chance our torch goes out. It doesn't matter. We fell in. There is a ledge, but it doesn't matter. We have fallen in. He falls in. Sploosh. The torch goes out again. He tripped and fell in. Doesn't matter. There's a ledge. We made our roll. He fell. It's just what it is. Okay. Okay. He fell in. It's all collapsed. She can't see. She's blindly gonna run and jump and see if she can make it with disadvantage. Jumping that chasm is an 18. If I'm jumping it. She doesn't know he fell. He just knows the torchlight light went out. She wants to get away from this creature. So I'm coming, Yule, and you hear Yule go, oh shit. Well, at least I'm floating. And falls down into the fucking pit. She's gonna run and jump onto the rock on the other side. Or does she jump down and get him? She can't see down there. She's got to jump across. She can't jump down there. She'll hurt herself. She is very strong, by the way. We have a +4. I'm going to use a stronger card on her from Serving Hands. That gives her a +5. Need an 18 to run and jump across. An 18. Let's see what we get here. Ready? Easily jumps across the ravine. Our girl's safe. Runs, jumps, lands. She's going to pull a torch in the dark and try to light it. She is +2. We need a 9 and a +2 to get us a new torch. No. 5, 6, 7. She's going to spend a Breacher die in panic, trying to get this thing to light. I think that makes the most sense for her. Actually, I'm using the wrong die for her. Hold on here. Get that the fuck out of here. Easily she gets it. She lands on the other side. She reaches into her pack and sparks it against some of she sparks the flint on the mollusk's shell, lighting it for them, which is great. It's good. Light goes on. She looks down and sees Yule. Oh shit, man. He's like, I'm fine. I'm gonna crawl around the outside edge. She's like, no, you need to get up here. You cannot be down there. We are gonna die. This creature, 5, 10, 15, comes through the light, 20, looks down below and starts crawling down. It has a swim speed, but it does have to make a check to climb down here and not fucking fall in the middle of nowhere, right? It's not impervious to falling, but it has a +5 strength. We know that jumping it is 18. I think climbing down it uneven is probably a 15. We got a +5. It could fail this, but it does have a swim speed. This thing on the edge slips and slides down, hitting into the ravine. I'm going to give it some damage. 6 points. Ooh. 6 points to the Hydra. One of its heads bashes against the rock. Oh my god, we're so lucky. We are so lucky. Bashes against the rocks. If we go and we look at how these things work, each head is 15 AC, 11 hit points. So we have 15 AC and 11 HP, right? For the 11-headed Hydra. It hits, bashes its head on all the rocks and slides down. As it just careens. That goes to the top of the list. Jules like, oh shit. There's no light though. He'd be at disadvantage to climb. He could risk lighting another torch if he's in the water. I think he's got to risk the climb. These things can see in the dark. But she's got a torchlight on, so we can see now. So never mind, we're good. No disadvantage. All right. All right, Yule. All right, buddy. Let's see. He, unfortunately, is not strong on this new round. Yule's got a 0. I think we're going to give him a stronger as well from Kyle. +1, baby. We're climbing this thing. It's a 12 to climb. 12 to climb. You can do this, man. We have to spend his last preacher point. We have to. We're currently at 11. Currently at 11. We have to spend this. 11, 12, 13, 14. God damn it. Oh. Fuck.
Stronger.
Yeah, but that 60-foot of rope isn't going to help him. Because he has no way to get it up there. And he doesn't have the weight capacity to have anything else right now. He could have rope, but he couldn't have anything else. She climbs, slides back down the hill. I don't think he takes damage because he was so close. She's going to go. Oh, I should turn my light back on. Let me get our timer back now that we actually have fucking light again. 60 on the clock. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? She could climb down for him. Does she have a weapon she could throw to distract it? She has javelins. She has hand axes. But I don't want to throw anything at it. That's just going to fuck us. All right, Yule. She is going to... Does she have a rope on her that she could throw down to at least aid him? She's got a grappling hook. We don't have any rope at all. All right. Let's look. I'm going to use a flashback card. No. She's going to look around and see if there's anything from the collapsing that she can reach down to him to aid him to get him out. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to wait. Wait 2 minutes. Serving hand's got something. No. Okay. I'm going to look around, see if I can find something. That's what we're going to do. That makes the most sense. What?
Serving hands played this card.
Hold on a minute. For those who don't know, what she just played is the unknown. We have 2 of these now. I'm going to look this up and read this out loud to everybody, just so you know what it is. Unknown technology is what it says, like basically magic of some form. I believe, if memory serves, that allows us to go home. Let's look. I think it counts as a portal, I believe. No, it allows us to do max damage. want that. We could do max damage with that card. That's not what we need. Oh, wait. No, you didn't do the max damage one. Oh, no, you did the unknown. The unknown. Oh. Oh, God, that's perfect. It's unknown magic. Okay. Okay. The unknown allows us to make things up. Unknown. Make it fit the story. If it's unknown, make it fit the story. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. All right. We're using this card. Unknown. We make it fit the story. That's how this card works. We're going to complete the unknown. Down in the pit, he falls. He sees all the rubble come down. Yule's looking around. She scrambles. I did roll, by the way, a natural 20 for her. She finds a rope left over from the bridge and throws it down. That's what she's doing. That was her decided moment. Yule goes, wait. There's something here. Shine the torch down. Let's go back to the map. When she shines the torch down, there is a cave here. When this collapsed underneath, you can see the cave that goes in. He's like, there's a cave down here. There's a cave. We might be able to get out here. She's going to slide down. Ooh, why did my light go out? We don't want that. Whoa, girl, you have 30 foot. She's going to use that board she has with her advantage. She's going to use her move. She's going to try to slide down here and not get hurt. I think it's going to be a 12 instead of 15 with advantage. She success. Not 20 and an 18. She slides down. She's like, it's a small hole, Milton! And they start crawling through a crack in the wall, making their way through. She only has a couple feet left, so she gets just in the entrance. He climbs down and goes through. He goes through. They're underground. This area is weird. The walls are really smooth and perfect. They're like a perfectly carved area, like a hallway, underneath this natural rocky area. And there are small slots in the wall, like thin cracks. It's small, though. It's maybe 3 foot wide, as they are belly crawling through this thing to get out. This creature comes the whole head snapping inside. One even breathes, covering the exit. As these two start crawling through this thin hallway. It looks like it's made for like tiny creatures. It's all stone, but there's chunks that have been broken up. And underneath there's metal. Like maybe this was used for water to go in and out of. And they crawl their way out of here. Into this tiny tunnel. I'm going to take us back to the main map. And where we are. And the saving grace of a golden card for the story. By the way, clutch as can be. And I'm going to see how we're going to survive this. I'm going to cut these, and then we're going to delete them. And we're going to go back to our other area. As we are crawling through this, I would say probably a few 100-foot long corridor. We start looking around for ways to get out of here. Where do we go? How do we survive? What's here? All the normal questions that you would have. Yule in front of her. I know. Yeah, he'd be in front of her. Start to talk as they're crawling through this pit. This is so wild that we made it here. Now, for those who don't know, we have been all over the place. I have a marker on the map for a bunch of stuff, but I have not updated this with recent information. And I'm going to update this one. And our group that is trying their best to get the fuck out of here, I think we have everything on this map. Is everything good? Let's see. Let's see. We do. We have everything on the map. Okay. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Sure. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Yeah, kind of. I'm going to take us over to the map as we are traveling. Okay, so we were here, right? And there's something we do need to add to this map. I forgot to do this the other day. We have to go like this. We need triangle. We need green. We need a blue outline. And we're going to mark here and here. These are two locations that were found during other games, right? I want to up this green all the way. And then we're going to up this green all the way. Like so. I don't know why this has the blue outline. It's so thick. It should be like that. Easy fix, everybody. Easy fix. These are two areas that we've not gone to yet. But other groups have found them. As we are crawling out, if we are moving from there, we're heading northwest. I think we start crawling along this hex with Sofix, right? Like this is the thing that we're doing. I think we're crawling through this hex alongside this mine shaft. I think we're crawling for at least a day. At least. We're going to make a sojourn roll here. We're going to use our guy's intelligence. By the way, if you don't know, I'm going to pull up the book. In the sojourn rolls, we have intelligence, which is the mapper. And I think we're using his ability to map. Because everybody, the cartographer, which is what Yule is, cartographer has got some great abilities for navigating this shit. So let's get our display on enable scroll. Our cartographer's abilities. Tactical map. You carry a tactical map gauntlet, starting with one map for each section of the wall, which we're in the section we have, beyond your assigned gate. You gain advantage on int sojourn rolls. We are calling for an int sojourn roll to map our way out of here. So, all right, little buddy. All right, little buddy. Let's see what you got. See what you got. Ready? Int sojourn rolls. This is unknown territory. I think, again, looking at difficulties in this game, we always write them across the bottom. My jackass didn't do it this game, so I will do that now. We have easy, 9, medium, 12, hard, 15, extreme, 18. Now, here's the deal. It's a straight fucking line, but I think there's some areas where it yeets off. And we see cables running in the wall for what is the lift. We are running alongside the lift system for the cables as we're kind of climbing on an angle to get out of here. Each hex when you're climbing in a vertical is 2 days, but we're almost out of here. We're almost out. So what I want to roll, is do we find our way? So I'm going to get our 2 dice. We know it's going to be a 15 because it's hard, but we have advantage on our rolls. He is very smart. He's going to give us a total of a +3. I think we're going to use cut a day off because we found a shortcut. We're going to use a card to reduce the distance by a day. So let me find a day shorter from Serving Hands. And then do we have another smarter? Let me see if we have another smarter card. I don't want to fuck this up. Smarter. Come on. Do we have one? I'm looking over at our other thing. We do have a smarter. We have a smarter from Cree. We're going to use that. That puts us at a +4 to this roll. All right. 15 at a +4 with advantage. Easy. Easy. We're calling through, and he looks back to her and goes, think I know where we are. I think those are the cables for us to climb out. That's the stuff for the lift. If we take this to the top, there's probably some form of a doorway where we can get out. Now, if we get out of this, we should be near where we fought the guy who killed your brother. But we should be able to climb out of this. She goes, look, I'm following you, little man. You seem to know where you're going. I'm with you. I'm with you. With that, we're going to go back to our map. Our first day, I'm going to mark that we mark our food. Food is an issue. But we're not too bad. That is one ration because we cut it a day shorter. So that means that Hex is only 1 day, right? I'm going to go to Yule. I'm going to cut his ration. He has 0. And our little dude here, he has none either. So Sofix will pass up as they're like sitting in a ledge area, passes up a ration to him. He goes, how many rations we got left? Sofix goes, those are the last ones, man. And he like, the Milton's just like eating crap off the wall, like mold and stuff. He's like, that's the last one. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. We, if we get out of here, we got to find food right away. Yeah. Don't think about it. Let's just camp for the night and see what happens. Now, I think we're in a safe place. I think we're in a pretty safe place. I don't think anyone's in here. I think we're good. The next day we wake up and we crawl out. Now, with that said, I need to mark the map. I'm going to put it over here. This is where we came from. I'm going to make this red because it's dangerous. Right? And I'm going to make the outside orange. And that's the Crimson Mold Fort. I'm going to cut this and paste it. And I'm going to put Old Rook. So I'm just going to put Rook. And then I will update our main map. I'm going to shrink this down, though, so it's not quite as big. I'll put this underneath. That's a Rook. That is that tower we found. There's a path that goes off of it. We're going to mark that as well with a black line. So we know where exactly this is. And I'm just going to turn this off. Go like this. So I think we should be pretty good. That's the little path that we found through. So we know this is here, but it needs to be a dashed line because it is a secret path. So I'm going to kind of go like this and do that. All right. We climb up and we get to the end. Yule finds a doorway. He starts fidgeting with it until he gets it open. Because I think that's the only way we're going to make it out. We climb up to the top of this lift, looking down in this huge lift. That's where we saw the dark mantles. He goes, I think up from us is the way out. She goes, well, I found rope in the other area. Because remember, I took time to find stuff. She now has 60 foot of rope again. And I have a grappling hook. And she starts tying it on. She's like, oh man, you are a genius. She goes, no, I want to survive. She grabs the hook and tosses it. Let's see if she can get this. Oops. Throws it up with her dexterity bonus being what it is, which is a 2, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to spend a breacher point. Actually, no. I'm going to spend a faster card for the +1 because we need a 12 to do a grappling hook to find an area to hook it on, right? As it hits and hooks, we'll use Stardrew's card there. She pulls on it and says, after you. And they take their time and start climbing up. Both of them with a rope. We're looking at a 9. There's a wall to go against. This shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully nobody falls. Easily make it up. But do we, during this day, encounter anything? On a 1, because now we're back into a dangerous area, there's a chance. A 6, we do not encounter anything this day. We don't encounter anything at all. We continue to climb. When we get up in the main area, we find our old campsite. She's like, we need to look for food while we're here. They're going to start searching for something to eat. We've already searched here before. It's going to be a little bit barren, but maybe we can get lucky and find something, a mushroom, something that's growing in the wall. Let's see if we can find anything between the two of them. I think they are at disadvantage. I think foraging for food is a 9. So I'm going to roll Sophiex's first. No go. I'm going to roll Yule's second. You'll find something. It is a D4 -2 because it's an area that does not have a lot of food right now. D4 -2. That's a 3 -2. That's 1. 1 ration. Sophix goes, look, man, eat it. She's like, no, we can split it. Eat the ration. It's all right. It's one day. We'll find something tomorrow. She can make her constitution save for not eating that evening. We're going to see how this goes. She's fine. Hungry, but okay. With that, we know the path back is through here. One day of travel. He goes, wait. We have the secret passage. Do we want to go to the rook that's across the water? Or to the fort across the water? He's like, no. Let's take the secret passage. So they climb up through the old area where they already have one of their ropes at, and they start making their way through here. The question is, are we in danger? 6 again. We are not. No, serving hands. You can't do half because he's small. They climb up and start making their way through the first hex. They camp the next night. They're both going to look for food again. They've been on this path. Let's see if they find anything. Same roll. Nothing from her. Come on, Yule. He finds some. Again, it's going to be a D4. -2. That's 4. Food each. They both get to eat that day. They're good to go. We move through to the next hex yet again. Across the area, remember, it's like this weird secret passage just between two walls. There is like a walkway made of a metal that we can see down below, the hot heat of the stuff 100 foot below us as we crawl across. Today, I'm going to see if we have a day shorter. If we have a day shorter, I want to get through this in one day. We do have a day shorter from Stardrew. As we cut through this entire pass, since we know it, we cut through it in one day, bypassing that entire hex, getting us back to the highway. But before we hit the highway and things get easy, we have to camp again. We start looking for food. Nothing from her. Nothing from Yule. We both go hungry. Constitution saves for the day. First day is a 9. Those are failures. He is going to spend his... I'm going to spend one of the Breacher dice made, because otherwise you start taking damage. I'm going to spend a Breacher die from serving hands. We're going to re-roll his. He starts to starve. The little guy is not used to this. We're both rested. We're both at full HP right now, because we're no longer damaged, because we've rested a couple times. We're both going to be taking a D6 starvation damage. Let's see if we can do this. We're going to do a die to him and a die to her. I already did the Breacher die. He takes 6 damage, starving right now. The next time he fails, it's 2d6. She takes 1. 6 to him, 1 to her. Not good. Not good. But it's okay. We look at the map. We're pretty close. Starving. He's like, I'm so hungry. I feel like I'm going to die. So hey, the road's right up ahead. They get onto the main road. Your children checks through here are... I already re-rolled. I can't re-roll twice. The sojourn checks through here are a 9. We're on a main road. This is a patrolled road because it's black. No more disadvantage. He provides advantage on the roll as we make our way through this hex. Easily finds our way through. There's a point here. This area has a chance to have food and a resupply point. Question is, we ask the Oracle. Oracle, what's the chance that this point has got people here to get food from? There's got to be people here for food. I think there's a likely chance we're going to roll with advantage. Okay. Natural 20. Yes, absolutely. Starving. They roll into this place. There's 2 breachers sitting there. There's a breacher there who is cooking food. He is short, big, huge green, olive green ears. And then there's another person wearing a cloak. Also big green ears. They look up. They're small. And they go, "Oh, breachers, how are you doing today?" "Oh, we're cooking some mighty food right now. It is a mushroom stew if you would like some." They're like, "We will eat anything." Sofix looks over this gremlin. "Do I know this guy?" Sofix leans into Yule and goes, "Hey, isn't this the one that Pan and Zagmar and them were talking about? He's the one who patrols that little side route. He trades with people and buys." "Yeah, that is him." "I think the food will be safe. I don't think we're going to die. What do we owe you for the food?" Well, I would like some tales and maybe tell us a little bit more about yourselves and what's going on. I am going to use carousing. I have a Waller carousing table. I'm going to roll. I think we're spending time with them. I don't think we're going to spend any money, but I would like the audience to roll me a D8. We're going to carouse and see if we can get something good off the D8 table. Maybe get some extra XP as we start talking to them about what's going on, what we've encountered, what we found, the ring, and everything else. So while the audience is rolling me a D8, they start talking. He's like, "Oh, I trade with you guys all the time. I live right over there, just a couple days. There's a loop that goes around that I forage, and I come back and I cook at this spot for you guys to give you a chance to get food. I know going into the wall is super dangerous." A 7. Ooh, a 7 is good. That's really good. Ooh, okay. Hold on here. Hold on. I mean, it's a decent, I should say it's a decent roll. It's not that it's amazing. It's a decent roll. Let me pull up this table. I want to spin this in a way that'll work for what we're doing for inside the wall. Right? Because we want to make sure that we are making it fit our story that we're telling. Let's find carousing. Carousing. D8 plus event bonus. A 7. 7. Over the time, loud, like they drink, they eat, they have way too much for the evening, knowing that they're close to home. He starts talking enough to where I think, yes, we are going to gain a +4 experience, and we have a famous bard ally now. So, at least in the wall. And then we have a famous bard ally, a Waller bard, as our hooting and hollering has drawn a bard to us. I kind of want to know what this bard is. I want to know what we're getting out of this. So I think to kind of wrap our little show today, I want to get a bard together on Shadow Darkling so we can roleplay this really quick. Let's go over to the table and see what we get. So Shadow Darklings is a generator where you can build characters. Oh, that's the wrong. Yep, that's the right one. I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to make a character. I have mine, but we're going to create a character. And we know for sure we're going to design. And I'm going to let the audience roll stats. Can I get 6 sets of 3d6, please? And we're going to do it where we can swap to make sure we are a bard. All right, I'll let you guys generate the rolls. We're enable edit mode. I'm gonna roll the background. Hey, we got minstrel right out of the gate. Look at that, everybody. I'll add ours in. I'm gonna random roll our ancestry. It's a half orc. Ooh, okay. And then we're gonna pick our class. We want all of our cursed scrolls on. Okay. And we're gonna pick Bard. Is Bard in here? Is there no Bard in here? Oh, the Bard might be considered a bonus class still. We might have to manually do the Bard. Well, he's a minstrel. I guess that's good enough. We'll just do the minstrel instead of a Bard. He's a world famous minstrel. So we're going to roll his class. I could not have planned that. Dude. Like minstrel? Half orc? What? What? So what do we got so far? I'm going to write these down, everyone. We're going to do our Bard. Hold on. We haven't made a character in a while. So we got a half orc, minstrel, Bard. And he is famous. Strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, the good old Riz. All right. We're gonna swap two. So straight down the line. What's our first one? We got a 6. Okay. So 6. What's the next one? A 16. Ooh, that's good. 16. A 5. That's not great. A 12. 2 more, everybody. A 5. What's our last one? We need 1 more. Those are not great, but I'll take them. Need 1 more. Oh, no. I didn't see the 3. Sorry. 3, 6, 16, 5, 12, 5. Oof. Oof. He's only good at one thing. He's only good at one thing, everybody. Let's go up here and do our stats. Obviously, we need to edit our stats here. We're going to turn on Enable Edit. We're going to put our 16 in Charisma because the Riz has got to be high. 16 is used. I think our 12 in Dexterity so we don't die. That's the 2 we swap. Oh, no. No, we gotta flip them. Fuck. So that was 3. Our Dex is a 5. We are a great playing Bard, but we are not dexterous. No, that's all of them. You got them. 16, 5. We swapped. Now here's the hard part. 3, 6. These stats are horrible, dude. 5. Wait, no, I did that wrong. 3. We swapped this. So 3, 6. This is a 6. I fucked this up. This is a 6. Our con is a 5. Because we swapped. And this is a 16. And this becomes a 5. And our wisdom is a 12. We're wise. We have a good charisma. We're definitely a traveling minstrel that only stays on the main roads, everybody. Only stay on the main roads. We're going to randomly roll these languages here. All right. There we go. All randomly rolled. We need a class talent. I want to roll this. I feel like rolling a die. 2d6 for our class talent, everybody. All right, let's see what we get here. 5 in total. So we got +1 to melee and range attacks, or +1 to magical dabbler. I think we're gonna take magical dabbler. right? And we're going to take the Magical Dabbler, okay? Hit points. I think he's going to be level 2. Give me 2d6 in the chat, everybody. Remember, we are minusing 3 from each of these rolls. So give me 2d6 separately. Actually, it can be together. It doesn't matter. Just 2d6 for our hit points. See how crippled this guy is. World famous. He is world famous. I'm going to roll his gold. So 5 times that is... I mean, I'm going to say since he's world famous, he is starting with 60 gold. Yes, he's going to buy a crawling kit. No, you guys, whoever rolls, it's fine. I don't care. He's got 10 experience. He's going to gain his level 2. Let's see what we get. We don't get another talent yet. What do I want for his weapon? Let's go weapons. Let's do only bard weapons. I think he's got a staff, maybe? No. Man, all of his stuff sucks. I don't think he wants to be close to people. I think he's got a bow. Right? I think he's got a dagger. Those make the most sense to me. I think his armor. He's got leather. I think he's got basic gear. Do I not have enough money to buy? I don't have enough money for that. He's already got a backpack. Am I out of money? Yes. I need to give him more gold for being a higher level. Is there a way to give him more gold? I'll roll the hit points then. I'm rolling them. A black is the first level. 1, 1. He has 2 hit points. 3. And 2. There you go. He's neutral. Random alignment. His name is Gazgob. And then we need... I want to buy... Why can I not buy arrows? Oh, because I can't... Can I carry them? Well, I bought a crawler kit. Right? Right? Do I have the crawler kit in here? Do I have my crawler kit? That's the question. Yes. Does it say backpack? It does. So why am I unable? We're going to give him that. He doesn't need more. Why can I not? I can use bows, but why can't I buy it? Because it says weapons, only bard. It doesn't come with arrows. It let me buy it. Huh. Well, we're just going to say he has arrows, and I'll write him in afterwards. So, we have a level 2 half-orc, Gazgob the Orc Bard, with really good 2 stats, and everything else is hot garbage. He has 2 hit points. He's trained in orientation, performing arts, lore, diplomacy, and you have advantage on related checks. 4 additional languages. Magical Dabbler, you can activate scrolls and wands using your charisma as your casting stat. If you critical fail, use the wizard chart. Presence, make a DC 12 charisma check. Enact one of the following effects. If you fail, you can inspire somebody, you can fascinate, or you are prolific. You add a plus D6 to your learning rolls. Groups carousing with one or more bard, you get a D6 to their roll. So he carouses with us. I'm going to save this character. So he is saved. We carouse. We have a good night. We also gain those 4 experience for hanging out. We tell him our tale. I think this bard is now Gazgob, right? Isn't that how we spell it? Gazgob? Where's he at? Gazgob. Gazgob. I think he is now telling our tales. And he says, I would love to be able to leave the wall as in here. If I could get out of here, that's great. They're like, well, we can't take people out. Oh, I see. I've been trying to find a way out of here for some time. There's a world-famous bard that sings music in here. This wall is quite dangerous for me. I am quite fragile. My bones break easy. Is there any way that I could convince you to take me with you and try to get me out? I know it might be rigorous, but I would love to be able to get out. They're like, we cannot do that. That's not how it works. He is going to try to convince them to take them out, to bring him out of the wall. It's against all rules. He's got a high bonus. He gets advantage on this roll. 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. 21 on the roll. And does it say you can do anything else? No. 21 on the roll. They're going to try to resist this. They do not get advantage. Yule goes, I'll tell you what. We can't take you out, but we'll travel with you to the gate. There are camps there in front of the wall. We'll introduce you, and we'll see if we can't get you out. Stay close to us, and we'll do our best to make it safe to get you away from here. How is that? We're looking at roughly a day travel from here. He's like, oh, I would love to make it out. As that happens, the sounds of war can be heard as they are breaking camp the next morning. They eat their food. They don't have any rations, but their stomachs are full for the day. The bard travels with them, playing music along the way. More sounds of metal on metal and crashing of steel can be heard as we make our way around the first bend on the highway and round towards the gate. There is a horde of skeletons attacking breachers waiting for the gate to be opened. As they're standing there fighting against these skeletons, Sophix looks to Yule, says, Yule, stay with him. She pulls her sword and charges forward. Yule from the back lines is going to start shooting, and the bard is going to shoot as well. I'm going to roll right now how many skeletons there are that are raiding the front line. Just so you know, it is a dangerous amount. We're going to be rolling 3d12 for how many are here. And then we're going to roll how many have been killed by the breachers that are currently standing there. Maybe there's a chance. 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 16 of them. 2d6 of them have been defeated. Oh, that's cocked. That's not bad. 11 skeletons. And 4, 5, 6, 7 defeated. As she comes charging in to help these breachers, there are D4 breachers -1 because one went down. There is one breacher fighting them. All the other breachers are down. That is where we're going to pick up on our next show. As Sophix is running forward, doing her best to pull her weapon and attack these 7 undead, helping save the last standing breacher. Yule and the new bard friend that we have are going to be shooting from a distance, trying to get them through. Maybe the bard can find themselves an item and say they're a breacher to make their way out. That's not normally what you do, but saving breachers may be a way to do it. That's it for our show today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I have somewhere I got to be tonight. We have made it through episode 15 alive at the gate, getting our way out. When we start next time, we'll do our experience and go through and level up and get everything ready to go. For those who are live, stick around for the last 10 minutes, and we'll maybe level off air and tell everybody what we do next time. Until next time, everybody, enjoy Breachers. Pick up your copy over on either DriveThruRPG, itch.io, or you can go to my website and pick up a physical copy of the core book. Don't forget the new Breachers hoodies are out right now as well. You can find that in the merch in our shop and in the links down below. I hope you guys enjoy yet another game of surviving in Shadowdark. All right. That was tough, everybody. That was really tough. Let's go through experience. I actually want to do this with you guys off air. That's what you guys kind of get for sticking around. So we gained, let's do our XP. Actually, here. Let's do our XP. Okay, we gained 4 here. That's for sure. Because we found a bard. Let's go to the book. I think XP is on like page 90 something. I always forget this. I need to put this on a note in the front of the book where XP is. Here we go. All right. Here it is. In 117. XP. Page 117. All right. All right, here we go. Treasure. We didn't find any money at all. We ran today. We did find rope. That doesn't really count. Bag of gold, gem, fine armor, magical scroll. We didn't find any of that either. We were surviving to get out of here. We didn't find any magical sword, anything like that. We did get 4 from carousing with the bard. Right? Is there anything else that we did? Gold, gems, oaths, and secrets. Secrets. We found a weird corridor. Something that we've never seen before. I think that's worth at least, I'm going to say 2. This is the corridor. Well, the maintenance area. 2 XP. Alongside the lift. And I think 1 XP for mapping. Because we did draw a lot of places nowhere has been. So new mapping. All right. So 4, 5, 6. We get a total of 7 XP. 7 XP. That's pretty good. 7 XP is pretty good. I'm going to go over to Sophix. We're going to add 7 to her. She should be at, for level 3, we should be at 40. We did 10. We'll be at 20. Oh no, because we're counting up, so we're at 10. So we're at 14. I'm going to save her. We have no damage. We're totally healed up. Save. And then Yule. No damage, because we got the rest, right? We got the rest. No damage. 0 that out. Actually, we'll just delete. I think if you delete it, it makes it go away. Done. And then we're going to give him his 4 hit points. Done. All right. We're almost halfway there. Yeah, we kept the ring so far. We're not out yet. We're going to try to smuggle that bitch out. And we have cards to help with that. So, not a ton of experience. We did get a new contact, though. I love the idea we have this weak-ass bard that we're going to try to maybe get out. I want to make a note. We fled from the Hydra. Bridge was collapsed. Bridge was collapsed, right? Let's see. What else did we do? Fled. Bridge collapsed. Legendary card. Found maintenance. Shaft. For lift. Almost starved. Almost starved. No encounters on the trip back. No encounters, which is that saved our ass. No encounters on trip back. Met Gremlin sales at campsite on Maid Road, on Rampart Road. Rampart Road home. And then caroused, met a famous bard. Famous bard. Bard wants out of wall. I think this guy's probably going to lie and say he was originally from the district. So since we made it to the gate, we're going to be fighting our way out next time. And then we're going to be doing the Sally port for our next area. So we're going to be going through all that process of like getting the things that we need, right? So we got all of our notes. I'm going to do some aftermath notes here. But this is pretty good for the day. We accomplished a shit ton in a short time frame. With that said, everybody, I will be off tomorrow, all right? But I will be back on Saturday. I'm going to be doing Rise and Design. I have a ton of new shit that I need to be working on. And I specifically want to work on stuff for Breachers, for Patreon that's going out. I want to be typing up how I'm handling travel. We're going to be updating the site for the Living Wall. And then I think we're going to be working on some more of the layout for Magic and Monsters on Saturday. So I'll be here at 12:30 for Rise and Design. We haven't had one in a while. My lady's going to be out of town this week, so I said, fuck it. Why not have some fun and do some stuff online? But that's it for me today. I got to get going. I will be on tonight, though. If you do not know, Cypher Unlimited tonight is having me on. We're going to be going over things for CU. They are on Twitch. Let me pull up their information for you so you can have access to them as well. And put them in chat. We will be on at Cypher Unlimited. And put this in here for you. I'll be on tonight with them. So follow that over on Twitch. I'll be up with them here shortly. Probably, I think he said, what time? 7:30? 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So that's 7:30 p.m. my time. So I'll be on over there tonight. So fix your Twitch if you don't have it. Get it ready to go. I'll be over there tonight talking to the boys about, is MCG, Monty Cook Games, in a state of bloat? How does this work? So that's it for me, everybody. Thank you so much. I do want to say thank you to all the people who are supporting my Patreon. I don't have the pretty toe tag thing here to put here. That's on the Corpse Talk one. But thank you for the people who have been signing up. There are so many of you. This month, we're going to be releasing some stuff for Magic and Monsters. And I'm going to have a couple posts free for everyone to look at for Breachers and how I'm handling long-form travel and how to, kind of shorten some of those travel times. We want people to make it home. I'm really excited for this post. It's coming with some cool tables, another carousing piece, and so much more. This is all going to be going into a new book that I'm designing for Breachers. That's going to be coming out later this year, maybe next, but you guys are getting all of the notes and the things I'm putting together if you're on my Patreon. So go follow that if you have not. Erik Frankhouse Presents. And until then, everybody, breach on. Have a great day. Go play some games. Thank you so much for watching the show today. If you're not sure what to do, click the links around. There's a whole bunch of great stuff. Maybe watch the video that's in the upper side or subscribe if you have not. It means so much to me that you guys have been here for all the things that we do. I can't wait until my next book releases. Until then, everybody, have a good one.